back to the channel, and today I'm going to be doing a Minecraft challenge with my dog Wally. So basically, he's going to design my Minecraft house from color of decor to plot size to biome and everything. So if he chooses something that I don't really like the color of yellow, then, well, I have no choice. I have to do what he says. It's his house, not mine. Also, you may notice something. My eyes are a little bit different. That's because I learned how to make HD eyes! But anyways, enough talking. It's time for Wally to decide his Minecraft house. As I was setting up the cards for biomes, I thought that he would choose swamp, but he was nice to me. And, well, at first he went for my whole cheese stick, but that wasn't an option. So he chose the magic biome, but then he wanted me to do the swamp, and I'm like, nope, your decision is final. Then I set up the plot size, and he went for 15 by 30. And then he wanted to change his mind again. Now here I am setting up how many rooms he has to fit in his house. And then he comes over and he's like,
7! No, 5.
Now here I am setting up how many floors. I was really hoping he didn't pick 3. I was kind of hoping he picked 2, but he picked 1. Or did he pick all 3? Nope, I'm going with 1. Now he has to pick the colors. I'm going by pattern, so the first one would be the roof, the second one would be walls, and then floor, and then decorations. He was trying to get the rest of the food, but I pushed him away. And now, for decorating the outside or no, he chose yes. Wow! Look how pretty this place is! Good choice, Wally. Good choice. If you look closely, there's also some little stars around. Oh, there's one! I love it here. I love it here so much. But anyways, let's see if we can flatten out the land for Wally's future house. It's time to put on speed build. Welcome to Wally's custom home. Yes, it may look a little bit different from the time lapse. Originally I used lime wool, but then I'm like, yeah, that's way too bright. So I switched to prismarine and copper. Anyways, as you enter the house, you come to this front entryway, and then across from it we have the bathroom, and I know that's a weird space for a bathroom, but I don't know where else to put it, so it's gonna stay there. Moving on over to the left, we're going to have a kitchen shared with the dining room. And then we're going to have a pantry that I'm going to count as a room. Over to the left down this hallway area, to the right, we're going to have a bedroom. And then over here, we're going to have a mini library. And then right here, we're going to have a living room. It's time to start gathering the decorations. And according to Wally, he says that he wants it pink. So over here in the kitchen, I'm just going to do what I usually do, which is add some counters, some cabinets, a fridge, and since this stove isn't pink, we're just going to do the furnace surrounded with trapdoors. Beautiful. And then right in the middle, we can add an island with some bar stools. And then maybe on the counter, oh, we forgot to add a sink. We can add this cutting board. And I actually have pink food in my game. So let's see. We have some strawberry ice cream, some strawberry muffins and a strawberry smoothie. Then by the sink, we can add some carpet. And then above the island, I want to add some posts with lanterns hanging from them. And then I want to add some final decor. Now over here in the pantry, I was thinking that it could just be as simple as some counters and some drawers. Maybe we could add a little bit of shelving too. And I think that's it. Now over in the dining area, we could break some of this flooring and replace it with some of this wool. Add our table with our chairs. Push the chairs in. You know what? Maybe we don't need the big fancy chairs. I think they're a little bit too tall. And then maybe over here as a decoration, we could add some of these plants. And then I kind of want to hang some fairy lights above. So let's just put one right here. And then here. Now over here in the bathroom, and yes, I know you can see through the door. But we're just gonna pretend that you can't. It's a solid door. Now we can start by adding a counter here with our sink, and I don't have a pink mirror, so we are just going to not have one. So yeah, we got some toothbrushes. Has a pink toothbrush, so it counts. And then we have a pink toilet, a pink bathtub with some pink towels and some soap. And then right here we can add a pink plunger. And then we can add a carpet by the sink. And since I don't have any pink toilet paper, that's the toilet paper. This button is the toilet paper. Beautiful. And you know what? Maybe we can just add a pink banner and pretend it's a mirror. Now over here in the bedroom, we can add a big bed with pink sheets and pillows. And then we can add our pink blanket. And would it be cheating if I just made the pillowcases white? I mean, the rest of the bed is pink. I don't really like the pink touching the pink touching the pink, so I'm gonna change it to white. Ah, that's better. And now we can put some pink end tables. This one can have a lamp, and then this one can have a bunny plushie. It's so cute. And then let's see, we can add some carpet around the bed. And I want to add some of these bookshelves somewhere. I don't know where. Behold, the wall of books. And now I'm just gonna add a few of these shelves on the wall so that we can add some of these purple candles and plants. You know what? I can't allow it. I'm cheating. I'm cheating. No. Pink only. Those are the rules. Now moving on over to the mini library, I found these pink bookshelves that we can put in here. And let's make this a little bit bigger. Entryway. And keep placing our books all along this wall. And then maybe some books over here too. And then I want to add some of these plants on each side. Add more books. And now maybe we could replace some of this flooring with pink wool. More. And then we could place some of these. And then right in the middle, I want to add a coffee table. And then as a final touch, I want to add some fairy lights. And now moving on to the final room, I was kind of thinking that we could also make this a plant room / living room. So let's see, let's start by replacing some of the flooring with wool. And then we can place our sofas. Let's push it back by one, right here and here. And then I don't have a pink TV, so this will just be a living room without a TV. And then we can go ahead and add some plants. And then as a final touch, we could add some leaves. Welcome to Wally's Custom Doggy Deluxe House. Let's go on a tour of this place. So out here, I just did some pretty basic stuff like add some pink trees, some pink flowers, and a little table and chair set. And then as you walk into the house, there's this little entryway with some flowers. And then I also added this fun lighting decoration. And then as you walk over here to the left, we have this kitchen. Everything is pink, even the food. And then over here we have this pantry. And then right over here we have the dining room with some candles. Moving on over here, we have the bathroom with our totally not see-through doors. And in here we have the basics. So I've got our tub, our sink, our toilet, our toilet paper. And then we have a plunger, some soap, some towels, and some toothbrushes. Then as we continue down this hallway, I put up this little picture frame of Wally. Look how cute that is. And then over here, we have the bedroom with Wally himself. And we have some shelves with some candles, some books, and then we have a lamp, our bed, and a bunny plushie. And then leaving the bedroom, further down this hallway, we have the mini library with all of our pink books. And then over here, we have the plant room - living room. But anyways, guys, that's going to be it for today's video. Do you guys like the house? Should I do more stuff like this with Wally? Let me know in the comments below, and if you're new, make sure to subscribe.